Ravi Belen, running for treasurer. The floor is yours, Miss.
Am I audible po?
Yes po.
Yes po. Okay. So a person always has the option to make a decision that they think that will be best for them in the long run, regardless of what the future holds. These days, I count myself among those who have made the right decision. Good day, everyone. Greetings to our students and to all of our guests watching this meeting de Avance. I am Crystal Iravibelan. Given my background or credentials, I can confidently claim that I am very qualified to apply for this position, a position that understands, that shapes, and that does well with the financial responsibilities. I want this simply because I want to take the role of a more significant part in the organization. I am well organized, I work well with others, and I can handle money responsibly. This may be a challenging and intriguing job, but it is one that I would very much want to have the opportunity to do the best of my abilities if given a chance. Once again, I am Crystal Iravibelan, excitedly running for the position of treasurer for this academic year.
Is Cristel Ira Belen.
If elected as treasurer, I would want to outline the procedures that will be put in place in order to keep the same sense of transparency. Me and my other fellow officers will guarantee the early planning and making of the announcements whenever there is an event or activities approaching in the near future. With this, we will provide concrete evidence for the verification of the cash flow and the transactions that are made. And I will ensure the extra security measures and news and reports of every term so that every student in the organization or every student in the program can see the details of the discussion and see how much we spend on the money and how much are left over. Thank you.
So thank you so much to our aspiring treasurer. So unfortunately, our aspiring auditor will not be here. So let's proceed to the second question. What are the necessary preparations and plans that you ought to do to ensure that the funds were managed correctly? Again, what are the necessary preparations and plans that you ought to do to ensure that the funds were managed correctly?
So, aside from performing the common duties of my position, treasurer, I would like to extend more of my service to our fellow BIL students if given the chance. Well, I won't limit my responsibilities to the position that I'm running for. And I will be collaborative and I will gather each voice of the students regarding on the particular matter or regarding on a particular event that is going to happen and apply their thoughts. And yeah, from what I've said earlier, we will propose and conduct a documentation and the process of how the money or the funds be uh will be going for so that the students can see the transparency and everything that is going on and what went with the money. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss. Just to add, as a former else treasurer, the only thing regarding this position is transparency. You need to be transparent in terms of funds, and to be you must be honest regarding the funds, regarding the money which came in and out of the organization. So yeah, as long as you know how to manage it financially and how to be transparent in everything because we're dealing about money and it's very important. Thank you so much for that. And now let's move on to our secretary. So everything to the community. Thank you so much for that. And now let's move on to our, unfortunately, our aspiring auditor is not around. So now let's move on and proceed to our treasurer from Magna Carta Party, Miss Cristel Ira V. Belen.
So good afternoon to everyone. If elected to be the treasurer, I would propose a place for suggestions, specifically a box, providing a box, or by collecting the letters of the students with their comments, criticisms, and suggestions or reactions regarding a particular event or activity that shall be conducted in the future. With this, we would be able to gather and we will be able to gather the voices of each student in the program and use it to improve more of our services and creative plans. And not only this, it will also serve as a better communication for everyone. Every student will be heard, every thoughts will be considered. And I believe with this, I can make a mark on the organization by leaving a legacy of growth and development from my abilities so that I may encourage the fellow officers the future fellow officers to follow in our footsteps.
Thank you so much to our aspiring treasurer, Miss Belen. Now